welcome once again. This is Destiny Life Coaching, and this is the place where we prepare agents of change and help them become practitioners of coaching excellence. I believe that passion must lead to profit and that impact must be accompanied by income. And that's why I help, mentor, and coach agents of change, people that feel they're here to serve the world, and help them package their life and a passion in a way that is marketable and a way that brings income. Now, today we are talking about how limiting beliefs affect your coaching business, or how limiting beliefs can affect your coaching business. Now, limiting beliefs can lead to a lack of confidence in your coaching skills and in yourself. Limiting beliefs can make you think and act as though you're not good enough, no matter what you know and no matter what you are exposed to. It can bring what we call the imposter syndrome. Limiting beliefs can bring hesitation to marketing your services as a coach and raising your fees and even making a proposal to your clients because you don't believe you deserve it, in spite of the training, certification, and even experience. Sometimes you see people that are not even as smart as you are, earning more than you and making a greater impact than you. It's because of these limiting beliefs that hold us back from our potential. It can lead to fear of being exposed as a fraud. Even when positive clients give you feedback, it can lead to you feeling like, I don't deserve this. No, they're lying to me. It's not, you are not the problem. And your clients are not the problem. And your training is not the problem. The problem is your beliefs. The moment you begin to shift your beliefs, your life and business will begin to change too. So the biggest change and breakthrough is actually in what limits you or what holds you back. Now listen. Let's look at what actually limiting beliefs are. Okay, limiting beliefs are self-imposed barriers that make you feel like you're not good enough, even when you're truly good enough. These beliefs fuel the imposter syndrome, making you doubt your abilities and your worth. In coaching, it will make you doubt your worth as a coach. It will make you doubt your ability to bring the changes your client is looking for. Okay, so let's look at the how to deal with these limiting beliefs, because I've actually seen so many high quality coaches lay down their coaching tools because of nothing but their internal limiting beliefs. So what do? First of all, you need to question their validity. You need to question, you need to challenge them. You need to challenge what you believe. Challenge these limiting beliefs. Challenge your limitation. Is this belief absolutely true? And absolutely true means absolutely true. Or is it something you are convincing yourself to really prove to yourself that this is not, success is not for you, to keep you small? Maybe you have this commitment to staying small internally and you're just convincing yourself. So I want you to challenge these limiting beliefs and begin to challenge. If you're not living the life of your dreams, if you're not being the coach you believe you were born to be, if you've transitioned into the world of coaching from 9 to 5, and you're still feeling unfulfilled and something is missing within you, sometimes it's a process. But if you're there for a long time, then you begin to have beliefs that you tell yourself from your stories. And these stories are what you're calling limiting beliefs. So challenge them. Gather your own evidence that supports or contradicts these beliefs. So write them down and begin to challenge and question the validity of your beliefs. That is the beginning of making change in your life as a coach. Secondly, you want to change your story. Now, recognize the power of the stories you tell yourself. Recognize that your destiny is being shaped by the story you're telling yourself consistently as a coach. When you look at the market, you tell yourself a story. Where you're going to reach and how far you can go and the standards you're going to hold yourself on would depend on the story you keep telling yourself. And so recognize that story. Be aware of your story. If you're not aware of the story you're telling yourself, it'll be very hard for you to break free from the prison of limiting beliefs. And so recognize the story. To change your story, you must first of all be aware of the story you're telling yourself, and then shift from that limiting narrative into the opposite, an empowering narrative. You can be anything you believe. You can be anything you believe. You can be, sometimes people say, oh, I want this. I want to change things. I want to be a coach. I want to be the president of this organization. I want to be the president of this country. That's okay. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? And so your believability will come from the story you tell yourself. You cannot tell yourself a different story than what you believe. The true story is the one written in the ink of your belief. And that's the story that becomes your destiny. Now, you are responsible, and that word is very powerful. Responsible is made of two words, response and ability. That you have the ability to decide how you respond or how your life responds as you move forward. The ability is in your hands. The ability to change your destiny is in your hands. I don't know what kind of experience you have so far, but I can tell you this, that changing your story is changing your experiences. Changing your story is changing the trajectory of your growth, and it's changing the trajectory of your contribution. The story, the change begins with the change of your story, and you are 100% responsible for that change. Now, changing your limiting beliefs also, it's a change of focus. Okay? Focus is what determines where you're going. Like Tony Robbins says all the time, that where your focus goes, your energy flows there. So you want to begin to focus on what you want. Focus on what you desire. If you want to change your beliefs, you want to change your coaching practice, you really must focus on the outcomes you're looking for. Most people, we always get what we are looking for, and most people are looking for what is not good in them. Most people are looking for reasons why they are not good enough. If you look for reasons why you're not good enough, now guess what? You will find them. Because the Bible says, seek and you shall find. Whatever you're seeking, whatever you're looking for, it's looking for you. And so the direction of your life will be determined by your focus. And if you can shift your focus from what's not working to what's working for you, especially if you're a beginner coach, because the coaching industry is so wide. You can practice as whatever kind of a coach you wish to practice as. But I can tell you this, there is one in which you focus on, and you're going to find the freedom, the growth, and the contribution that you desire. You want to focus on that. Focus on what is buildable. Focus on what you can build that is aligned with your style and that is aligned with your personality. Focus on what you desire. Don't focus on your fears. You're focusing on your desires. You want to direct your energy and attention towards that which you want, towards the steps that lead to success. Some of the time, the steps that lead to success are challenging. If someone told you that something, when it's a good thing, it has to be easy, they lied to you. Most of the treasure is hidden. Gold must be looked for, dug for, and then refined. It's a process. Silver the same. It must, preciousness is not found on the surface. Greatness, the reason that majority of people are kicking each other on the shallow end of life is because the deep end is for people who really believe in themselves and refuse to be tied to the dirty waters of the shallow end. And so as a coach, you really must decide how you want to play. And you must decide the standard you want to play. And you must decide how far and how deep you want to go. If you want to fly, you can fly. If you want to walk, you can walk. If you want to crawl, you can crawl. The decision is in your hands. And once you make that decision, if it's the highest intention kind of decision, then you begin to shift your focus from things that don't serve you to things that will serve you and empower you. Look at what works and follow that. Look at what works for you and maximize on that. Focus is powerful. Another thought that I have for you, when you want to shift your limiting beliefs into empowering beliefs and begin to believe yourself or believe in yourself so you can shift your business from a beginner level business to a prosperous business, is mindfulness. You really must practice mindfulness. Don't just look at, you're walking into the field of coaching and you look at what people are doing and you want to do it. You want to be mindful of who you are as a person. You want to lead from within. You want to look at your personality, your identity, your calling, and your purpose. Let leadership be from within you. In fact, someone said if you walk into a market and you find what everyone else is doing, do the opposite. Why? Because majority are always mostly wrong. And so you want to find, through mindfulness, you'll be able to know, learn how to focus. And you'll be able to focus so much so you can really hit the bullseye when it comes to impact. Because if you're not making impact, you're just another statistics of coaches that got certified and they were not prosperous. They did not get established. The decision is in your hands. The decision is in your hands. It's a decision you make on how far you want to get. It's you to decide how far you want to go. It's you to decide the quality of the game you want to play when it comes to coaching. So use mindfulness to stay present and escape all this negativity and all the forces that comes with you being a new beginner. Because if you're transitioning from a job where you are used to doing things a certain way, and now this is a new job, then sometimes you face all this negative energy, even from your family members and people around you. In fact, you may find yourself like Peter wanting to go back to fishing if you're not strong enough. And so I recommend practicing mindfulness. Slow down, take a deep breath, be aware of your breath, hold it, count 10. As you hold it, push your belly out, slow down, focus on your feet on the floor, focus on the body weight on the chair, focus on your breath coming in and out. Feel yourself present. Bring yourself to this present moment. Be mindful of your present moment. Be present and be mindful of that present moment. Then you can make choices based on the present moment, not the past, not the fears of the future, not the worries of the future, but the present moment, right here, right now. And when you can do that, you can guide your clients to do the same. And that is seen as valuable intervention in your client's life. Okay, so you have to learn mindfulness. Another technique that you must learn for you to transition into becoming a prosperous coach is visualization. Now, visualization has really helped me. Visualization is to see the exact image and picture of the person you want to be and the business you want to build. So you're using this visualization to reinforce empowering beliefs. So if you can't see it, you cannot believe it. You can only begin to believe it if you can see it. And so instead of spending so much time worrying about why your clients are not signing up, why they are not registering your program, why they are not so many, why not take some time, close your eyes and imagine in your mind the ideal situation as though it's happening right now. Without doubt, you can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it, you can smell it. You're using the 5 senses to bring the experience of your desire as a prosperous coach in this present moment. Can you see it? Imagine it. Like right now, just close your eyes, imagine it. Imagine, you see, this world was created by imagination, through imagination. Close your eyes, you imagine your ideal client. Close your eyes, imagine yourself having the ideal wealth, the ideal impact, the ideal income. Imagine that. Bring that force of imagination and let it begin to create a future of empowering beliefs. Imagine yourself achieving the goals and becoming the coach you want to be. Imagine yourself smiling all the way to the bank. Imagine yourself hearing your clients tell you, thank you for taking that step. Thank you for hearing God. Thank you for answering your call. Thank you for becoming a certified coach with Destiny Life Coaching. Thank you. Imagine yourself, imagine seeing your name on TV. Imagine seeing yourself on Jeff Koinange. Imagine JKL tonight. Imagine seeing yourself being interviewed as a coach that has achieved so much in this world, has created impact, and of course has created income for their family. Imagine that. Whatever you can imagine, you can be. Another way to work on your limiting beliefs and transform them into empowering beliefs is to model success. I tell people, I tell my students, it's okay to model, to look at what I've gone through and actually copy what I've gone through and learn from what I've gone through. When you learn from our model, when you learn from someone who has achieved a certain level of success that you desire, then you don't really to stay so long in school. But when you don't learn, you're just floating through. I tell don't just pass through D.L.C. Allow D.L.C. to pass through you. Ask all the questions. Model. Learn from the best in your industry. Find someone that is doing what you're doing, what you want to become, and actually walk close to them. Don't just expect that just 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 sessions is enough for you to become a master. Stay there with them. Be that sister in the Bible that decided to just sit with the master. Learn to sit with the masters. Learn to sit with the masters. These people who have gone, who are successful, they are not successful by accident. They have not created these organizations by luck. Study them. Study their habits. What are their rituals? How passionate are they about client creation? How good are they at communication? Do that. Become what they have become. I tell people all the time, achievement is the easiest thing to do in the world, because you just need, if you do what I've done, you get what I've gotten. Fulfillment is harder, but achievement is very easy. You can get what someone has gotten by doing what they have done. And so to know what someone has done, you got to copy their rituals. What are their daily rituals? You cannot say, oh, I want to be a Jeff Israel Thiwa. You cannot sustain a habit for a week. You cannot, there are habits I can name, 10 habits I've done for over 15 years consistently, daily, without miss. Without, whether I'm on my honeymoon, I'm doing it without miss. Unquestionable consistency, undying consistency, unstoppable consistency. That is what builds stability, longevity in the business. You have to stay. You have to be there. But if you're giving up, just one client talks badly to you, you're gone. Delete your Facebook, turn drums and run away. Jonah, God will take you back there. I have seen Jonahs running away and God takes them back. Model success. Find someone in your local area. Who can you copy? Who is the leading coach in your country? Who is the leading coach who has substantial impact you can emulate? What has costed their success? What are their rituals? What are their beliefs? What is their passion? What is their purpose? What is their vision? Those are things you can even Google. Understand that adopting similar beliefs as these models can lead to the same success. And like I said, for me, this is the easiest thing to do is to achieve success. Fulfillment is harder. But here we're talking about success. So as a coach, some of us don't recognize some of these limiting beliefs because we've treated them as normal. Like the belief that I am not good enough. There are people who actually believe that and they act that. And when you tell them a different story, it becomes hard for them to believe you. The belief that clients won't pay for my services. which is linked to I'm not good enough, clients will not pay for my services. Then you continue to give free sessions, free session after free session. Is because you don't believe people can pay for your services. And until you believe, then you continue to suffer. You continue to suffer. And by the way, the potential you have right now, you have the potential to make a 7-figure income from coaching. More than that, you have the potential. But it will come by you releasing those limiting beliefs. The belief that you are an imposter. This is what I want you to do. I want you to list 3 limiting beliefs that you hold about your coaching business. And I want you to be honest with yourself. In fact, I want you to share with your practice partner. If you're already in the coaching school, I want you to find your practice partner and share with them. What are the 3 limiting beliefs that have the capacity to hold you back from becoming the coach you were born to be? Write them down and share them. Well, another thing, I want you to share on this video. What are your 3 limiting beliefs that have the capacity to hold you back? And please, when you do that, just list them and leave your contact. I'll reach out to you and see how I can help you. The 3 limiting beliefs that you believe are holding you back as a coach, as a mentor, as a therapist from building your practice. Write them down and leave your number. I promise I'll be calling you. So, what are some of the impact of limiting beliefs? What are some of the impact of limiting beliefs? I'm sure if you've been a coach, you know that limiting beliefs can have advanced impact in your coaching practice and in really what you can produce as a coach. These beliefs really can create barriers to your breakthrough. They can hold you back. Some of us have been held back for years, like you just throw 10 years, a whole decade away from your limiting beliefs. What are your limiting beliefs holding you back from? What level of success will you not experience? What level of growth will you not experience because of these limiting beliefs? The invisible ceiling you've put on yourself. In fact, I want you to recall and remember a time when limiting beliefs or beliefs stopped you from advancing in your coaching career. And I want you to share on this comment. I want you to share on the comment under this video a time when limiting belief stopped you from breaking through. A time in your coaching business, a time maybe in your interaction with your client, maybe in your picking up a conversation. Share an experience where a limiting belief stopped you. What was the impact of that belief, and what was it? What was the belief? And I want to hear. I'm curious. I want to read your comments. What was the belief, and what was the impact of having that belief in your life? Okay. So let's look at challenging and reframing your limiting beliefs. Because how long will you stay in that prison? How long are you going to wait for another year to just pass by, being unproductive and stuck in your small story? So you want to begin to question them, like we say, is this true? Okay, I'm not good enough. Is it true? How do I know for sure that's true? What evidence do I have that support this? And you can ask some powerful questions. Who would I be without this belief? Who would I be? Who would I become? What kind of a coach would I become if I did? Close your eyes and imagine. Who would I become without the belief? What if the opposite was true? What if I'm actually good enough? What if I actually got this? What if I actually got what it takes? Where did I hear this from? Where's this coming from? Why did I believe it? How is this belief serving me, and how is it hindering my progress? So you begin to reframe your belief. You can reframe, I'm not experienced enough to charge a good fee for my coaching, to my unique experiences bring value and I deserve to be compensated for what I'm worth. You see, that's reframing. You can reframe your belief in a way that helps you feel naturally inclined to do what you must do, to serve your clients powerfully and to charge a fee for that. So as a coach that wants to scale your business and become a prosperous coach that is making an impact in the world, you want to really be ready to take bold action. You see, potential is unleashed by action, not stories, action. And action does not mean that every action you take will lead into the results you thought you were going to make. But you have to make a conscious decision to take consistent action. Remember, you already have, we've talked about modeling and working with people who have made a significant impact in the goal or the dream, the person you want to become. There are actions they have taken. Are you taking those actions? Are you taking those actions? So you want to act despite of your fears. The fears you feel, take action, take massive action, because it's action that brings results. And every result leaves you a better coach. Whether it was good results or not, it will, because we learn through experience. Most of great learning and growth comes through experience. And so when you experience something, sometimes you act, but then you're not getting the results you wanted. But you will never be the same again. Never. As long as you are taking consistent action over and over, wake up tomorrow, do the same thing consistently. If it's not working over time, you can change, but the goal is one, the goal is the same. You keep moving, you keep pressing towards connecting with your client, bringing them before you and serving them powerfully. You keep doing that over and over and over and over and over and over. I think you get the point. That is how you build mastery over time. And so you're not acting because there is no fear. No, courage is not the absence of fear. You feel the fear and act anyway. You feel the fear and act anyway. You walk into your dreams sometime with your legs fellowshipping and shaking and doubting yourself, and you look back, you're like, OMG, this is pure grace. God has guided me. It's not by power nor by might, but by the Spirit of God. But you see, the Spirit of God works to inspire our action. And when our actions are inspired, meaning in spirit, meaning God is putting His Spirit upon you and breathing into your action new life. At the end of it, you give God the glory. You know, it's not about you. It's not just about you, but there's a part you had to play. And so I wanted to begin to identify the actions that you must take for you to become the coach that you want to be and to build the business that you want to build. What are those actions? What are the one or two actions, bold action that you must take right now? What is that action? What action did your mentor take when he or she was in your space, where you are right now, in your level of growth? And take that action fearlessly. Take it. Take it. You fall, so what? They also fell, and that's why they became models. That's why you can copy them. That's why you can learn from them. You learn from people that took action. And so journal down the actions that you must take, the actions that you want to take. And then this week, after 1 week, you come back and journal on your notebook for growth. What actions did you take and what did you learn? All the best. I'm looking forward to seeing you. I want you to look out for breaking limits, breaking the limitations, the ceiling, part 2, because I'll be coming with part 2. Thank you so much, and God bless.